Carolina in the 1978 North and South doubleheader in Charlotte when Phil Ford was a senior for the Tar Heels. And one of the running stories here in Richmond over the last 2 days has been Tick Price saying that his mother wanted him to get Dean Smith's autograph. Well, when the two coaches shook hands a moment ago in front of the scorer's table, I could read their lips from here. Coach Smith asked Coach Price, "Where's your mom sitting?" He turned and pointed across the court into the New Orleans seating section, says, "There she is." And Coach Smith looked up into the crowd, smiled, and gave her a little wave before the game started. We're ready to go. Carolina will start. Ademola Okulaja, Antoine Jameson, Serge Wicker, Dante Calabria, and Jeff McGinnis. For New Orleans, Louis Sims, James Douglas, Javon Garner, Jason Wright, and Tyrone Garrison. The tap is controlled by the royal blue-clad Privateers of New Orleans. Garris will put it in Wright's hands. He'll whip a pass over on the right side to NC State transfer Louis Sims. Down low it goes to Douglas. Douglas, the jump shot over top of Serge Wicker is good, and James Douglas, the senior from Owensboro, Kentucky, gives New Orleans a 2-0 lead. Pressure in the backcourt, but the Tar Heels handle it well. Down the left side to Okulaja, working right in front of the New Orleans bench. He'll come out high to Calabria. Calabria's got Garris on him defensively. Now to Okulaja. It's on him. Down low, we've got Sims and Jameson battling for position. In the right corner, it goes to Calabria. Calabria moving now right of the circle. Bounce pass over to Okulaja. Looking for Jameson. They get him the ball. Turn, shoots. A little too strong with it. Ball knocked around, and rebound plucked out of the air by Garris for New Orleans. Privateers will work the ball front court down the left side. Garris will pull up, take the outside shot, and it's good. It was a three. Ed Hightower, the referee, first looked at his feet, started to point at two, and then lifted his hands for a three. So it's 5-0 in favor of the Privateers. That's in the first minute of play. Calabria will give it to McGinnis out front on the left side. New Orleans in a tight man-to-man defense. Goes on the wing, left side now to Okulaja. He holds it high, gives it out front to Calabria. Calabria will go right side to McGinnis. McGinnis with the jump shot. Oh, an air ball right over the top of the basket. Rebounded by Douglas. Could be the Tar Heels are the ones who are a bit nervous. Right to Garris. Garris on the drive. Feeds Sims. Jump shot from the right side is good. Oh, it's a quick start for the Privateers. 7-0 is the score as Louis Sims, the senior from Cleveland and former Wolfpacker, knocks in the jump shot from the right side. McGinnis across the timeline, whips it to Okulaja. 18-15 left to play first half. Carolina still trying to get on the board. Calabria, foul circle, driving left of the lane, faking, can't get the shot away, caught in a double team, looped it to Okulaja, had a notion, dribbles against Douglas and banks it off the glass. 18:05, Carolina's first field goal, an Okulaja bank shot from about 12 feet away on the right. Sims quickly front court, left side for the Privateers, out front to Douglas. Douglas will hand it off to Garris, coming to get it, moving right to left. Garris now on the left-handed dribble. The jump shot over Jameson is good. Garris had not been shooting well coming into the game. 13 of 50 in the Sun Belt tournament. It's 9-2 in favor of New Orleans.
Got a big-time screen from Garner to get free for the open look, Woody.
Calabria on the dribble across the timeline. The angle dribble going left side. Coming back to the right, switches to the right hand. Calling for movement off the basketball. Calabria trying to move on Garris. Bounces it to Okulaja. Okulaja's got Douglas on him. He's playing about 5 feet off. Jameson against Garner now in the middle. Gets it out front to McGinnis. He's got right on him. McGinnis pumps away the three off the rim. No good. They battle for the rebound inside. Recovered by Jameson. Tried to get it to Zwicker. Knocked off the ball, and it's picked out of the air by Sims for New Orleans. Privateers with a 7-point lead have got the ball again. Right to the trailing Sims. He fires a long-distance three. Good. And it's 12-2. Carolina down double digits in the first 3.5 minutes. Pressure in the backcourt. Jameson got it to McGinnis. McGinnis just now across the timeline against Wright. Hosting Jameson away. He was trying to set a pick at the top of the foul circle, but McGinnis will give it to Jameson now, left side. Looking back to Okulaja, couldn't get it to him. Goes to Calabria. Back door to McGinnis. McGinnis making the catch off the baseline. Shot's good, and he fouled on the play. McGinnis is down. Push, I believe, is on Wright. Ed Hightower, the referee, who is working with Bobby Hunt and Terry Anderson on the call. No, check it. It's going to be on Javon Garner, the 6'9 senior from Macomb, Mississippi. It's his the first team foul on New Orleans, and McGinnis will go to the line after his first field goal with a chance to convert the three-point play.
Garner does foul a lot. When he gets into foul trouble, UNO will go to Andy Siegel, who also fouls a lot.
McGinnis, who was 7 of 14 in the ACC tournament, lost to Clemson, converts, and it's 12-5 in favor of the Privateers. Tick Price up, standing at the edge of the coach's box. Natalie attired, dark suit, now in the crouching position. Coach Smith seated right on the edge of his seat, watching his Tar Heels play defense. Jump shot is good by Sims. Boy, the Privateers are red hot. They're the second best shooting team in the Sun Belt at 46%. But boy, they are knocking them in. A perfect 6 for 6 here in the first 4 minutes of play. 15-5. Carolina down by 10 with the ball. Okulaja down low to Zwicker. The jump hook is no good. Rolled off the rim right into the hands of Sims. Sims waits for traffic to clear, then we'll give it to Wright. Wright will push the ball front court. Brings it right to the top of the circle. Whips it over now to Garris. Tyrone Garris down right of the lane to Garner. Garner shots up and no good. Or checking it was Douglas on the shot. Long lead pass to Calabria. The layup is good. They catch New Orleans in the transition. Calabria gets his first basket. 15-7 the score. 8-point New Orleans lead. 15:40 to play first half. Wright will give it up to Douglas. Douglas to the cutting Garris, right at the top of the circle to the foul line. Tried to drop it off. Ball knocked away. Recovered inside. Blocked by Zwicker. Garner put up the shot. Zwicker slapped it away. McGinnis down the left side for the Tar Heels. He'll drop it off to the trailing Calabria. Fires an outside three, and it's good. And he's fouled on the play by Garris.
And Antoine's hurt. He sprained his ankle here at the other end.
Antoine trying to walk it off, and Calabria took a finger in the eye on the foul from Garris. It's his first, second team foul. Dante has got his left eye shut tightly. Antoine is coming out. Mark Davis will be waiting on him at the Carolina bench. Coach Smith is getting Shammond Williams, the sophomore guard from Greenville, South Carolina, ready to go in. And Dante Calabria, who hits his second field goal, a 3, will get a chance for an unusual 4-point play and a chance to get Carolina within 4.
That's outstanding concentration by Dante, and for once he might have been helped by the fact that he is a ball watcher and not a rim watcher.
Dante's free throw is good, and it's 15-11. Calabria now with 6 points in the early going, and there's the sound of a horn in the background, which means we've got a break in the action. Here after about 4.
Was fouled. He made the 3, made the free throw. So imagine what must be going through UNO's mind. They start as hot as any team could start. 6 of 8, 75%, yet they're only up 4 points, 15-11.
McGinnis and Jamison are out of the lineup. Shammond Williams and Vince Carter have come in for the first time. Wright will get the ball across the timeline with Williams on him, and Carolina's man-to-man. 15-15 to play first half. Long cross-court pass to Sims. Sims feeds baseline, and Douglas is wide open for a slam. 17-11. Back to a 6-point lead. Tar Heels have been down by as many as 10, and that came in the first 3 minutes. Okulaja will push it away to Calabria on the left side. Calabria now calling for movement off the ball as he works against Wright on the dribble, moving to the right side. Way to Okulaja. Look backdoor for Williams. Couldn't get it to him. Goes to Carter. Carter with the Zwicker pick, top of the circle. Backdoor to Calabria. Off the glass. Good. Calabria with 8 here in the first half, and it's 17-13. Douglas in the deep left corner to Sims. He'll go right back to Wright with it now. Wright will push it out in the midcourt area to Garris. Tyrone Garris. Two-time All-Sun Belt selection on the drive now to the baseline, hanging in the air, off the glass, no good. Zwicker had a hand on it, lost it to Douglas. Douglas' stick back is no good. We got a whistle, and the foul is on Zwicker. Foul is the first on Zwicker, and it'll be the first team foul called against Carolina. You're in the Charlotte area tonight. You're listening to the Tar Heels and the Privateers. You're hearing us on Magic 96.1 WWMG, one of the more than 60 Tar Heel Sports Network affiliates, bringing NCAA tournament basketball your way. Zwicker and Calabria go out of the lineup as McGinnis returns along with Jamison. To the free throw line, James Douglas. We told you in our pregame, 10 of the 11 players on the New Orleans roster, junior college products. Douglas went to junior college in Louisville. Sullivan Junior College misses the free throw, despite the fact he'd hit 12 of his last 16. It remains 17-13. Another shot coming. This one is good. He got the high bounce off the back of the rim. 5 points for Douglas, 18-13. McGinnis. Now we've got a 2-2-1 full court zone press now by the Privateers. Okulaja will get it across the timeline. Pulls up against the double team to Carter. Carter puts it on the floor against Sims. Now to Williams. Williams will work against Jermaine Spivey, who's come in the lineup, a part-time starter this year for the Privateers. McGinnis, a long 3, no good, front of the rim. Carter skies to get the rebound. Carter away from the double team, off the glass, no good. Rebound, knocked away. Okulaja recovered. Carter drives underneath, tried to feed it inside to Jamison, and it was picked up by New Orleans. Taking a spill on the play with Sims, but he gets right up and gets back to it as Wright brings it across the timeline for the dark blue-clad Privateers. Ball knocked away. Carter. Garner runs it down in the right corner. New Orleans retains possession. Right out front, looking off Spivey. Right at the top of the circle.
Kick set for him by Garner. Puts the pass on the right wing from the Carolina bench to Spivey. Shot clock is down to 10 seconds. Here's Spivey to the foul line. Leaning in, and it's good. Got the roll off the back of the rim, and it's 20-13, a 7-point New Orleans lead. McGinnis clearing Okanaja away now. He'll try to get the ball front court on his own dribble against Wright. Spinning away, going across the timeline, just to the right of the center jump circle. 13-10 left to play first half. McGinnis waving Shamon Williams out of the deep right corner. Still keeping the ball alive on the dribble off the right wing. Moves into the top of the foul circle. Shamon Williams, jumper from the left corner. No good. Rebounded by Douglas. 20-13, New Orleans with the basketball. Lead pass to Sims. Jump shot over Carter. No good. They crash the boards, and we get a whistle and a foul called on Garner as he went up the back of Antoine Jamison. Javon Carter, the senior center from Macomb, Mississippi, charged with his second. And it'll be the third team foul called against New Orleans. Calabria is back in the Carolina lineup, and Williams sits down. Wright is going out. And Kawan Johnson, a 6'4 junior from Patterson, New Jersey. And Tick Price-Mick will regularly use about 9 players. Got 9 players averaging over double-figure minutes.
Here's the press again, man-to-man, and now the trap, it becomes his own press.
Inbounded to Calabria, got it right back to Okanaja. Now to Carter, going down the right side. Breaks his dribble in the double team. Puts the pass underneath to Okanaja. Whips it out to McGinnis. Passed up a short layup, and McGinnis misses the 3, and it's rebounded in the lane by Douglas. And we get a whistle, and the foul is on Jamison. McGinnis is looking at Okanaja saying, why didn't you lay it up, Adi?
You run plays. That is your dream as a coach, to get an offensive player that close to the basket with the ball, especially a 6'8 player. And Okanaja saying to his teammates, my bad. He knows he should have gone right up with it.
Well, he's so accustomed to giving up the ball, passing it rather than shooting when he's in the lineup. Carolina in the point zone now. New Orleans with the ball on the right wing. Spivey out front to Garris. He'll give it to Douglas. In the corner it goes. We get a whistle and a block called against New Orleans, and the foul has been called on Andy Siegel. It was a moving pick. 6'9 senior, Carbondale, Pennsylvania, had just come in the game, and the foul is his first, and that's the 4th team foul. Also the first turnover by the Privateers.
That brought Tick Price up off the bench, and I could read his lips, but it's still before 11 o'clock, so I can't tell you what he said.
Yeah, this is a family-rated show anyway.
You bet.
Even when we're broadcasting from Duke. Calabria working to the left side. High post now to Okanaja, actually about a step or two outside the top of the foul circle. Carter left side. Carter will drop it off to Calabria. Ball knocked away, but Calabria recovered. Double team. Whipped it to Carter. He's open for 3. Top of the circle. It went in, popped out, but Jamison followed up. Couldn't get it to go down. And loose ball recovered. Jamison puts it up and in. Antoine Jamison picking up the basketball, the loose ball, and scoring. And it's 20-15. Carolina back within 5. 11:45 to play first half. Garris long cross-court pass to Johnson. Gets it right back. Garris moving to the right side. Siegel comes in the midcourt area. Garris bounces high post now to Douglas. Douglas turning, looking inside to Johnson. Now it goes to Spivey. Spivey trying to get the ball down inside if he can. He's looking for Siegel. Now they get it to him on the bounce pass. Garris does. Picking Jamison. Then Jamison recovered and blocked the shot out of bounds. It'll be New Orleans ball at the baseline. What a quick recovery by Jamison.
That's exactly what that is. That's recovery speed. He got faked off his feet and still recovered in time to spin and block the shot in the other direction.
We're going to get another break in the action with just under a long.
UNO's hands are so quick, so Serge went out for a while. Carolina, 2 ways you can attack these guys. One is try to run quickness on quickness against them. The other is to go big and strong and try to play over the top of them. Zwicker coming back for the Tar Heels, along with Calabria, Carter, Antoine Jamison, and Jeff McGinnis.
New Orleans will inbound the ball from the baseline. Garris to get it in. Out in the midcourt area, it goes to Spivey. Spivey will whip it right back to Garris. Jump shot from the right wing. No good. Ball bounds high. Carter got a hand on it. Then Zwicker pulls it down. Protects it. Gets the outlet pass to McGinnis. McGinnis will go front court on the right side. The dribble against Garris. Pulls up. Looking for help. Wanted to drop to Garris. Now the high lob to Jamison. Caught it, and then the ball got knocked out of bounds. He was being fronted on the play by Kawan Johnson. And Johnson leaped up and knocked the ball away, and it'll be Carolina ball at the baseline. I thought McGinnis had completed the high lob to Jamison. He was going to get an easy stuff out of it, but not so. Calabria off the baseline, looking, got 5 seconds to get rid of it, got it out to McGinnis. He caught it over his left shoulder, puts it to the floor now. We'll give it to Calabria coming to get it with Spivey on him. Goes to Jamison, now to Carter. McGinnis calling for the ball, and Carter will give it to him. McGinnis trying to drive on Garris. Now into the lane, pushes it out to Carter, takes the jump shot, top of the circle. No good, rebounded in the lane. and nothing but dark blue jerseys in the lane, and the rebound pulled down by Sims. Garris to Johnson, down the left sideline. Right back to Garris, now middle of the floor to Sims. Holds it high, looks off Spivey. He comes to get it. He drops it off to him in the midcourt area, 20-15. New Orleans by 5. Privateers have got the ball. Johnson, bounce pass inside to Sims. Sims trying to move on Jamison. Hooks it up, no good, off the rim. Rebounded by McGinnis. McGinnis got it on the right side. On the high right-handed dribble, and now angling toward the right side. McGinnis will bring it front court for the white-clad Tar Heels, who are the higher seed in this game tonight. To Zwicker, the jump hook baseline is no good. And it's rebounded inside by New Orleans. Coming away with it, Johnson. Down it goes into the right corner. Spivey shooting, too long. Rebounded by Sims. Whipped it right back out to Garris. Garris will reset with 10 minutes to play first half. 20-15 the score. New Orleans leading by 5 with the ball. Privateers have been up by as many as 10. Spivey on the bounce pass to Douglas. Douglas right side. Will give it on the sideline to Spivey. Back out front to Sims. Now to Garris. Garris against Calabria, middle of the floor. Pushes it right back to Johnson. Johnson with a bounce pass now to Douglas. 18-foot jump shot is no good. Rebound by Carter. Good box out of Johnson on the play. Away it goes to McGinnis. McGinnis will bring the ball front court on the left-handed dribble. Garris is right there. Now to Calabria. He's Tar Heels leading scorer with 7 here in the early going. Make it 8 points, including a 3-pointer. Carter looking down inside to Jamison. Couldn't get it. Back out high to Calabria. Shot clock's got 15. Plenty of time. Here's Jamison moving in on the lane. Couldn't spin away. Dumped it back to McGinnis. McGinnis on the drive right down the lane. Short shot is good. Got the bounce off the side of the rim. And it's 20-17 on McGinnis' second field goal. At the other end. Transition basket. No good. Layup missed by Sims. Jamison tapping it outside to Carter. He flashes the tired signal to the bench. McGinnis going the other way. Spinning away. Dropped it off to Zwicker. The layup going down the left side with the right hand is good. And it's 20-19. Carolina has cut a 10-point deficit down to just 1. Gareth walking the ball front court. Williams and Okalaja at the scorer's table waiting to come in. Also, Jason Wright's waiting to get back in for New Orleans. Gareth now moving to the right side. Looking to Spivey. He'll give it to him on a high, hard pass. Spivey looking inside against the point zone. Now goes baseline to Sims. Back out front to Garris. Over on the right side to Johnson. They bounce it to Douglas baseline. Comes to Johnson. Johnson looking to cross the zone. He'll go deep in the corner to Spivey. Spivey driving baseline. Zwicker's after it right into McGinnis' hands. 2-on-2 break. McGinnis in the middle. McGinnis on the drive trying to get by. Cannot. Dropped it off to Carter. Carter spun around. Couldn't get it to go down. They tap it up. Zwicker's got it. Puts it up. No good. Tapped up. No good. Zwicker's got it again. Goes back up and got fouled on the play. My goodness, they were playing volleyball with it for a while, and nobody could get it to go down.
If Carter had hit that over the back, no look, back to the basket, little spin shot, then this place would have erupted. There is a lot of light blue in here in the Richmond Coliseum. The game is starting to even out, and the reason it's evening out is because of what Carolina is doing at the defensive end, playing low, hard, knees bent, head up, feet moving, aggressive defense in both the man-to-man and the zone.
Nick, the foul was on Lewis Sims. It's his first, the 5th team foul against New Orleans. Inbounded Williams to Calabria, now out front to McGinnis. Carolina with a chance to take its first lead of the game. 20-19 the score. Okalaja, Shamon Williams. Can't get it away against Garris. We'll give it to Calabria. Calabria faking on the drive against Johnson. In the lane, dropped it to Zwicker, fumbled it, recovered, scores, and gets fouled. And Carolina leads for the first time, and the foul is on Siegel. It's his second and the 6th-team foul against the Privateers, coming with 7:58 left to play in the first half, and Zwicker with his second field goal will get a chance to convert the 3-point play. And Mick, he's had 13 games this year, including the Clemson game last week in the ACC tournament, in which Zwicker has not been to the foul line.
Two good things happened there, though, Woody, to get him on the line. One was the Dante drive. The other was an Okalaja screen at the top of the key that gave Dante a little pass to the basket.
Free throw is good by Zwicker. He's got 5. There's timeout on the floor. Carolina's at
7:58 to play first half. Georgia Tech leads Austin Peay 44-41. 1 minute to play in the first half in Orlando.
Interesting personality article on Jeff McGinnis in this morning's Richmond Times-Dispatch by Jerry Lindquist, talking about Jeff McGinnis, saying that Carolina just not accustomed to the type of competitor he is at guard and the way he reacts to competition. They haven't had anybody like that in the past. Here's Johnson, inside bounce pass to Douglas, blocked by Okalaja. The foul is on Okalaja. Foul on Adi is his first. It'll be the 3rd team foul called against the Tar Heels, and Douglas will go to the free throw line.
UNO, Woody, has gone 4.5 minutes with no points. They have missed 10 of their last 12 shot attempts.
Privateers came in here on a 9-game win streak. They've won 14 of their last 16. Carolina's lost 3 of its last 4, 6 of its last 10. Free throw is good by Douglas. He's 2 of 3 on the night, has 6 points. He'll have another shot coming. 3 double-doubles this year for the senior from Owensboro, Kentucky, down from the 8 he had in 95. Missed the next free throw, rebounded in the lane, Shammond Williams. 22-21, Carolina with a 1-point lead, 7:35 to play. Williams on the drive against Garris, but Garris got back. Williams will bring it to the middle of the floor in the left-handed dribble, moving away to the left. Wright is all over McGinnis. Williams can't get him to pass. He comes back on the right. Now he drives down the lane, feeds it off to Zwicker. 8-foot shot, baseline, no good. Rebounded by Garris at the baseline. Calabria stuck a hand in, couldn't knock it away. Got it to Wright, down the sideline to Sims. Pull up jump shot, an air ball. Missed everything. Zwicker's got the rebound. Feeds it away to Calabria. Calabria will bring it front court on the right side. Pulls up over Garris. Shoots a long 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Sims standing right just below the foul line. Got the rebound. To Wright. Now to Garris. 7 minutes left to play first half. Garris sets up left side just in front of our courtside location. He'll go out front now to Wright. Wright setting up the offense. Wants movement off the ball. Wright looking to his left to Garris. Won't get him the ball. Dribbles away to the right side. Now directing Sims out to the high post. Gives it to him. Top of the foul circle. He looked off Garris. Couldn't get him the ball. Goes right side to Wright. Now to Garris. Comes to Douglas. Wicker playing well off him. Now to Garris. Shot clock is down to 6-5. Garris trying to penetrate. Dropped it off. Jump shot by Douglas is good. 23-22. Douglas's 8-point recaptures the lead for New Orleans. McGinnis just now across the timeline against Wright. Okelijah setting a pick at the top of the foul circle, but McGinnis motioned him away. Calabria now to Okelijah in the deep left corner. Comes now to Williams. Williams on the left side will go right back to Okelijah with it. They fake a lob inside to Zwicker. Give it near the timeline to McGinnis. McGinnis motions everybody away. He'll try to drive on Wright. Here he goes down the right side of the lane. Pushes away to Okelijah. Shoots the 3. Good. 25-23. Okelijah with 5. Just under 6 minutes left to play first half. Jason Wright, left-handed dribble, pushes it away on the right side to Sims, to Garris at the wing, front of the Tar Heel bench. Shammond Williams is on him defensively. Bounced it low to Sims, tried to move on Zwicker. Jump shot, no good. Knocked out of bounds off Johnson. It'll belong to Carolina. Coach Smith at the far end of the bench asking the umpire, Terry Anderson, why there was not a foul called on that rebound. Okelijah is coming out, and Jamison has come back in, limping ever so slightly after turning his ankle in the early going.
Woody, on a team of lean and experienced and quick athletes, Quan Johnson is the highest leaper, wearing number 4 for those watching on TV, and has the sound turned down. He's also their best defender. He's been on Dante Calabria when Dante's been in there.
McGinnis took the inbounds pass, then motioned Calabria front court, slapped Wright's arms away from him, then brings it front court on the dribble. Carolina goes to a 1-4 set. Here's McGinnis trying to penetrate, spins away in the lane, turns, shoots, scores. 27-23, just like they draw it up. 7 for the Charlotte Junior. 5:15 left to play first half. To the top of the circle comes Wright. He'll feed Douglas, goes right wing to Garris. Looks down inside, fakes an outside pass to Brown, who's in the lineup now. This is Corey Brown, a sophomore from Schaumburg, Illinois. Out of Wright, comes to Sims. They bounce it into Douglas. Zwicker's there, back out. It goes to Sims, just left of the circle. Now to Brown. He shoots the left-handed shot. No good. Hand on the rebound. Sims down with it, faking up the shot blocked by Zwicker. McGinnis comes down with it. McGinnis will push the ball front court, waving everybody front court as he comes. Williams sets the screen for him. He drilled a long 3. About 3 steps outside the arc, and it's 30-23 as McGinnis has hit his first 3-pointer of the game, and he already has 10 points. And Tech Price wants a 20-second timeout with 4:35 left to play first half. Tar Heels are on a 17-7 run. They have come from 10 down in the first 3 minutes to take a 7-point lead. Quick reminder, since 1915, Curtis Beefmaster Franks have been a North Carolina original. Ask for them at your grocery store. Beefmaster, they're the steak eaters, Frank.
Woody, we've talked some tonight about what you can do if another team is quicker than you. What tools do you have to neutralize the quickness? Well, playing a zone would be one tool at the defensive end. Offensively, you can try to use the denial on the wings, the overplay that's going on Carolina's big guards and small forwards, to the advantage of the offense. A great way to do that is with backdoor cuts, and it's amazing how many times a backdoor cut will work if the cutter is a good outside shooter. because as a defender, you're trying to see man and ball, and you're kind of on an island. When the ball comes to the elbow and there's a cutter in the corner, you're trying to keep him from going baseline at the same time, not let him get open. Backdoor cuts. The Tar Heels using them well.
Carter is back in the lineup along the front line with Zwicker now and Jamison, Calabria, and McGinnis out front. Long cross-court pass to right on the right side. The Privateers, only one of their last 12. Douglas had a notion just inside the foul circle, didn't take it. Right on the right side, having trouble finding somebody open, got it to Garris. He'll dribble up the right sideline, now goes back, takes the jump shot, and that broke the drought. Garris gets his 7th point of the first half, 30-25. The Tar Heels by 5. McGinnis against Wright, going front court on the left-handed dribble. Wright has now taken McGinnis after that last three-pointer. Garris is on Calabria down the left sideline. McGinnis now out front. It's a 1-4 spread. Going to Carter along the right wing. They give it to Calabria out high. Calabria looks inside. Now one dribble to the right. Then the pass back left side to McGinnis. They're looking for Jamison down on the left. It goes instead to Carter on the right. High lob to Zwicker down low. Backing it on swims. Turns. Jump hook is no good. Tapped up. Calabria with the tap ball off the glass. No good. Rebound finally pulled down by Sims. He gets it away to Garris. 3.5 minutes to play first half. Garris on the left-handed dribble against McGinnis. Trying to drive. Goes to the baseline. The double team is there. Garris in trouble. Threw it right by Douglas. Intercepted by Jamison. Off it goes to McGinnis. McGinnis coming front court on the right side. McGinnis will go deep in the right corner to Calabria. Sims well off of him. Pushes it back now to McGinnis on the right side. Calabria calling for the ball. Boy, they leave him wide open in the corner. They had forgotten about him. Johnson got on him quickly. McGinnis never got the ball to him. McGinnis will whip it in the corner to Carter. Carter trying to drive baseline. Gets underneath Sims. Lays it up. Good. 32-25. Somehow Vince Carter found a path along that left baseline. 2:55 to play as Wright brings it across the timeline. Right side. Directing a little traffic. Carolina in the point zone now. Pass goes right wing to Garris. He'll push it back out front to Wright. Fumbled it, but recovered on the dribble. Now to Douglas. Bounce pass away to Garris. Jamison getting on him very quickly. Goes across the top of the zone to Johnson. Then to Wright. Wright trying to drive. Deflected Calabria. Knocked away. Intercepted Jamison. Got it in the middle to Carter. Off to McGinnis. That's the 4th turnover now by New Orleans. McGinnis in the lane. Dumps it back to Calabria. 3 from the deep left corner. No good. Ball bounded high. Jamison saved it baseline. Bounced it out of bounds. And did it hit Jamison going out of bounds before it hit the floor? Officials are still, yes, it did. They're now awarding the ball to New Orleans with 2:25 left to play in the half.
They're at halftime in Orlando, Florida. Be sure to join Woody and me on the Carolina Ford Dealers Meadowlands Madness. Coming up Monday night, we'll analyze the tournament, what's happened so far. Barry Jacobs will be with us. Carolina shooting 13 of 33, 39%. UNO 10 of 24, 42%.
North Wilkesboro tonight, you're hearing us on WKBC 97.3 FM. New Orleans will inbound off the baseline. Douglas is going to handle it. Carolina using 5 to guard 4. They got it into Spivey. Carolina putting some pressure on in the backcourt. Vince Carter, who had an excellent workout yesterday, is seeing a lot of time tonight after getting only 8 minutes against Clemson in the ACC tournament game, or rather 10 minutes after 8 minutes against Duke. Here's Garris left side against Calabria. Looking for Sims. Goes cross court now to Spivey. Jermaine Spivey on the drive to the right baseline. Couldn't get through against Carter. Bounce pass intercepted by McGinnis. Long will try to cut him off. Here's McGinnis going down. He'll pull up. Got it to Jamison, and he couldn't get it up over the rim. Lost the ball, and it's recovered in the lane by Douglas. Now it's off to Garris. Garris coming front court. Left side. 32-25. 1:45 left to play first half. The jump shot taken by Long off the rim, no good. Jamison with a rebound. Boy, a terrific box out of Douglas underneath to claim that rebound in the hands of McGinnis. Art Chansky, author of the Dean's List that's coming out in the fall, will be with us at halftime. Just to whet your appetite, there's a condensed version of it in Sports Illustrated this week. A lot of tournament stories. And we get a whistle and a foul called on New Orleans as Calabria was trying to drive left to the lane. And the foul is going to be Sean Long, the junior from Las Vegas who had come in the lineup, and he's going to be replaced because a moment ago he made a pass. No, it's going to be Spivey who goes out. It was Spivey who made the pass that Tick Price didn't like. That foul, by the way, is the 7th team foul called against the Privateers, and so Calabria will, I believe, get 2 shots here. But Carolina's in the bonus for the final 83 seconds of the first half. Calabria's first free throw is no good off the left side of the rim.
This turnaround, Carolina was down 10. They're now up 7. The turnaround, just to recap, has been Carolina's defense. The Tar Heel defense beating the UNO offense.
9 points for Calabria. He makes it 33-25. He made the back end of the 2-shot opportunity. Garris down the left side in front of our courtside position to Douglas. Now it goes on the right side to Johnson. Johnson thinking a pass. Now will come left side to right. Wright will take the outside shot for three. No good. Rebounded by Calabria. Calabria got it away from Douglas. Calabria right side with 1:04 left. McGinnis back to Calabria. Fires the three. No good. Rebounds Zwicker. Stick back. No good. Tapped in by Jamison. Boy, Carolina really had the board covered up that time. 35-25 with 50 seconds. The clock running down. There's about a 19-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. So Carolina may have another chance at it. Long cross-court pass in the corner to Garris on the right side. Got it down low to Sims. Turns, hooks it up. No good. Rebound by Ukalaja. Boy, the Tar Heels are doing a terrific job boxing out. McGinnis front court. Feeds Calabria. He'll try another three. Got that one. 38-25 on Calabria's second three of the first half. 22 seconds left to play first half. Coming front court is Wright. He gets it away now to Garris, who steps across the timeline. New Orleans will be content now to wait on just one shot. The shot clock is off. Game clock is down to 12, 11, 10 seconds. Players have got the benefit of a clock right at the top of the backboard. And Calabria reaching in may take a foul here. Here's Garris on the drive, and Calabria did. Didn't want him shooting the three, apparently.
Got him to give, and that's smart on Carolina's part.
North team foul against the Tar Heels on Calabria's first, Mick.
Yeah, the idea here is just don't let him get off a shot. Foul him, just keep fouling toward the end of the half, and don't let him shoot. If they look like they're getting ready to shoot, just smother them.
Coach Smith has indicated from the bench, take one more. And he's going to put Carter in the lineup. Also, Williams has come in as Jamison goes out, along with Calabria. Coach Smith jumping up and down, telling him to watch Sims at the baseline as Garris will inbound just to our right. 38-25, Carolina by 13, 3.7 seconds left. Inbounded to Carter, now Garris. Garris will dump it off, the jump shot taken, no good. Rebound by Carter, and there's the horn, ending the first half. What a terrific effort by the Tar Heels. Down 10 in the first 3 minutes. They come back to head to the break here at halftime, up by 13.
After you've worked up an appetite at the game, come on by and enjoy Pit Smoke Bar.
Red Hot and Blue Memphis Pit Barbecue, the barbecue choice of Carolina fans statewide.
This is Carolina Athletic Director John Swafford. The driveway leading up to the University of North Carolina's Cone-Kinfield Tennis Center has been named Don Skakel Drive in honor of the late Tar Heel coach who directed some of the school's greatest teams. The university's Board of Trustees approved the decision recently. Skakel had an amazing 22-year career as Carolina coach. In that period, the Tar Heels won 16 Atlantic Coast Conference championships outright and tied for 2 other titles in 21 tournaments. Skakel died in his sleep just hours before his team was to begin competition in the 1980 ACC tournament. 9 of his teams finished among the top 20 in the nation. He compiled a 418-55 record in dual match competition, including a 132-14 mark against ACC competition. He was named to the College Tennis Hall of Fame in 1991. Coach Skakel was a great teacher of the game and a tremendous representative of the university. We hope this, in a small way, will show our appreciation for all that he did here. This is John Swafford.
Tar Heel Topics brought to you by Red Hot and Blue Memphis Pit Barbecue, the barbecue choice of Carolina fans statewide.
Courtside at the Richmond Coliseum, second half just underway, 38-25, Carolina leading by 13. New Orleans with the basketball, right top of the circle. Will get it away to Sims at the left wing. Back it comes to Wright. Carolina in the point zone to Garner. In the corner to Sims. Back out front to Wright. Gets it over to Garris on the right wing. Garris will dribble it back toward the foul circle. Jump pass outside to Wright. Then in the corner to Sims. Fires the three from there, and it's good. Lewis Sims, 8 points in the first half. Hits his third three of the ball game. He's now got 11, and it's 38-28. He's got his 5th double-figure scoring effort in a row. 19 minutes left to play. The winner gets Texas Tech on Sunday afternoon. Okulaja on the right side. Zwicker setting a pick at the high post. Drops it right side to McGinnis. McGinnis on the baseline drive. Couldn't get through. Out to Jamison. Jamison with a fingertip roll. Got the bounce off the right side of the rim. Antoine Jamison with his 6th point. He's now 3 of 5 shooting on the night. 40-28. Carolina leading by 12. That 25 points scored by New Orleans in the first half matched the Privateers' low for a point total in the first half this season.
And with their hot start, that tells you how good Carolina's defense was.
Garris to right. Jump shot. 17 feet. No good. Rebound. Zwicker. Douglas, or rather Garner, got there a little bit late. Zwicker drops it off to McGinnis. He'll bring it front court. Switching from left to right hand on the dribble. Now across the top of the circle. Garris looking into his midsection now. McGinnis backing toward the center toward the timeline. Gets it to Okulaja on the right wing. Now to Jamison. Baseline. Couldn't get through to Okulaja. Shoots the three. Yes! Adi Okulaja gets his second three of the ball game, and he's got 8. And it's 43-28. Carolina by 15. Douglas now top of the circle. Gets it off to the cutting Sims. Lost the ball. Dribbled it off his foot. It's going all the way into the backcourt. Picked up by Garris, and it's an over and back violation. Okulaja was going back there, but Garris knew the moment he touched it that it would be an over and back violation. First half, New Orleans with 5 turnovers. Carolina only 3. Tar Heels had but 7% loss of ball in the first half, which offset 40.5 shooting, while New Orleans 14% loss of ball to go along with 36% shooting. 43-28. McGinnis on the drive down the lane, puts it up with the right hand, couldn't get the bounce off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Douglas inside, clears it away to Garris. Garris will bring it front court for the blue-clad Privateers. On the drive, Garris tried to feed the outlet to Garner. Ball got knocked away. Wright recovered it. Now back to Garris. Garris will try to penetrate, shooting on the move from the right side. No good. Jamison jumping, but he didn't really have to. He was the only guy there for the rebound. 17:25 to play. Calabria top of the circle. Now to Okulaja, moving by the screen set by Jamison. He'll go inside to Jamison. Down, back up. Nobody there for the rebound for Carolina. Zwicker got boxed out on the play by Douglas, who got the rebound. To right, bounce pass to Garner. Lost the ball, recovered. The double team is there. Garner, bounce pass, deep right corner to Sims. Shoots the three, no good. Ball knocked outside. Okulaja's got it in the lane. He'll get it now to McGinnis. McGinnis says, let's settle things down. Coach Smith talking to the officials now, saying that the Tar Heels were getting pushed off the defensive boards at the other end of the floor. McGinnis setting up now. Right side, talking to Jamison. Gets the pick, dribbles to the left of it. Now we'll drop it to Okulaja. Looking down inside for Jamison. Comes cross court to McGinnis. Jump, shoots the three. Good, and he's fouled on the play by Garris. Second time tonight that Garris has fouled a three-point shooter who made the basket. The first time it was Calabria, and now it is McGinnis who will have a chance for the 4-point play on the second foul by Garris. First team foul, New Orleans.
Excellent skip pass by Okulaja. He bypassed Calabria to go to McGinnis, and as he skipped a man in the passing progression, New Orleans defense did not rotate over quickly enough, and when the defense finally did get there, it was too late, and they fouled.
46-28 the score, make it 47-28. McGinnis cleanly dropping through his second free throw of the night. He's now got 14. Douglas, front court, jump shot, left of the circle, no good. Long rebound. Okulaja runs it down in the corner. He boxed out Kwan Johnson on the rebound. Puts it in McGinnis' hand. 16:25 to play. Carolina by 19. Tar Heels across the timeline, right side. Carolina getting in here is an at-large entry. New Orleans got here as the champion of the Sun Belt Conference, beating Arkansas Little Rock on Garris' scoop shot in the tournament at Little Rock, Arkansas. McGinnis picking up his dribble. Okulaja. Okulaja top of the circle against Johnson. Now back to McGinnis. Drives baseline. Whips it back to Jamison. Layup missed. Zwicker for the follow from the left side. Jamison missed it coming in on the right, but Zwicker gets his 7th point from the left. 49-28. Long cross-court pass to Spivey, who's in the lineup now, replacing Garris. Back out front it comes now to Wright. Carolina man-to-man defense. Wright looking left. Couldn't go to Johnson with it. Now gets it to Spivey. Calabria follows him to the right wing. He'll push it back out front now to Garner. Going to Johnson. Johnson back to Spivey. Takes the jump shot for three. Rimmed out. No good. Zwicker got the rebound. Took it away from both Johnson and Douglas. Calabria coming front court on the right side. Waiting for everybody to join him now. He motions McGinnis away. Johnson trying to knock it away. Calabria moving in on the dribble to the right. Picks it up. Now goes to McGinnis. McGinnis with Wright on him defensively. McGinnis now starting the drive. Taking him to the right of the circle. Dumps it off to Okulaja. Open on the right side. Jump shot is good for two inside the arc. Okulaja with 10 points. That is his 5th double-figure scoring game of the season, and only one off of his season's high of 11. And it's good to have Ademola Okulaja becoming an offensive factor in a game.
He and Zwicker have played 2 terrific games so far.
Bounce pass inside. Douglas trying to turn on Zwicker. Puts up the shot. No good. Fell out on the left side. Tap control by Calabria. 51-28. Carolina by 23. 14:35 to play in the ball game. The winner to beat Texas Tech. Here's McGinnis for three. Yes! 54-28. Dick Price got up from his trapped position at the edge of the coach's box and just simply walks back to the bench. Arms folded, watching his offense now. Down 26 in the game with 14 minutes plus left on the clock. Johnson to the baseline. In the corner to Wright. Wright will come up the sideline on the right-handed dribble, reverses it right back to Johnson, gets it back. Wright moves to the right of the circle now. Boy, New Orleans just having a tough time working against the Carolina defense. Bounce pass baseline to Douglas. Johnson for three. Oh, too hard. Knocked outside. Calabria will run it down near the timeline. Brings it front court on the left side. Waits for other white jerseys to get there. He'll go cross court now to Okelijah. Okelijah looking off McGinnis. Now he'll give it to him near the timeline. McGinnis protects the ball from Jermaine Spivey. He'll put it now to the floor. Carolina got the rest of the four people stationed down along the baseline. Calabria is right in front of us along the wing. Now here's McGinnis on the drive. Dumps it off to Zwicker. 8-foot jumper. Right baseline is good. 56-28. Carolina's got the score doubled on the Privateers. 13:25 to play. Right, top of the circle. Bounce pass. It goes to Spivey, right corner. He goes in the lane now to Douglas. Douglas rolls to his right. We got a whistle, and the foul is called on Zwicker. Bobby Hunt with the call. Foul on Zwicker will be his second, and it will be the first team foul called against the Tar Heels. And Carolina never put New Orleans in the bonus in the first half. Ed Geth is coming in. Zwicker's going out, pumping the air as he goes. Shammond Williams is also back in, and Vince Carter's in the lineup now. So 3 replacements for Carolina. And staying on the floor, Antoine Jameson and Jeff McGinnis as Douglas is at the free throw line.
It's been happening for over 30 years. Carolina playing some of their best basketball when it's most important to do so. And that is why Carolina is Carolina.
Douglas makes his free throw, 3 out of 5, 9 points on the night. He'll have another one coming, and this one is no good. Jeff had a hand on the rebound, knocked away, and Shammond Williams recovers it for Carolina. 13-10 to play in the ball game. Shammond Williams will bring it front court now against Jason Wright. Asking for movement off the ball with the uplifted circular motion with the right hand. He'll whip it away to Carter on the right side. Vince looking for Jameson, can't get him the ball. Jeff sets a pick at the top of the foul circle. Now to Williams, goes right back to Jameson. Jameson on the drive against Garner. Boy, he ran Garner right into a hard pick. Set on the play by Carter. We got a whistle, and a foul has been called against Javon Garner, and that will be his third for New Orleans. And it will be the second team foul called against the Privateers.
And a corresponding SAT or ACT minimum. You want to know more about the rules, contact the NCAA.
New Orleans will inbound. Carolina's going to inbound the ball off the baseline. Shammond Williams will handle it. Geth, Carter, Jameson, and McGinnis in the Carolina lineup along with Williams. McGinnis now on the right side. Shammond asking for it at the wing. Gets it now to Jameson. Comes out high to Carter. That'll go to McGinnis. Now dump it down low to Jameson. Rolls to the lane. Puts up the shot. Good. Actually, New Orleans got a hand on that ball, and Jameson still got it in the basket for his 8th point, 58-29. Again, Carolina's got the score doubled on the Privateers.
Tar Heels shooting 8 of 12. UNO 1 of 8 this half.
40-year-old Tick Price is now taking a seat on the New Orleans bench and can do little right now, but just watch. Garris takes it right side, pushes it back to Sims, top of the foul circle. Looking inside for Siegel, can't get him the ball. Now to Garris. He looks for Douglas. Jameson came over to deny that pass. Here's Garris. 15-foot jump shot, no good. Williams with the rebound. Williams coming front court on the right side. Wright getting back for the Privateers. He'll drop it off to McGinnis. McGinnis spinning away. Jump pass over to Carter. Carter shoots for 3 off the glass. Good. Vince Carter with his second field goal of the ball game. He's got 5, and it's 61-29.
He was grinning and laughing going up court. He did not mean to bank that one.
Sims, a right wing. Long cross-court pass to Garris. To right, down in the corner. Back it comes to Garris by the Siegel pick. Now he'll drop it back to Siegel. Jump shot from about 20 feet. No good. Oh, Carter with a good box out of Sims down at the baseline. McGinnis tried to whip it to Geth, and it's stolen by Garris. Coach Smith in front of the Carolina bench thought Garris walked with it after he made the interception. Garris on the drive, left of the lane, pulls up, jump shot, no good. Taken off the rim by Jameson. Got it to McGinnis on the left side. McGinnis now the lob to Jameson. Jameson with a shot. Boy, he got dumped to the floor hard by Sims, and Sims just walks away from him. Well, there's some frustration on the part of the Privateers now because Sims and Douglas said something to each other, and boy, Jameson, as he's walking to the foul line, took a good hard look at Sims. So don't be surprised in a few minutes if Sims might go flying over the end line into the row of photographers. It usually works that way.
Antoine is peaceful, but he is not afraid, and you should not try to test Antoine Jameson. Woody, there's a lot of basketball left, but UNO trying for every ball in the first half of the first half has now, I mean, they're not even really trying for rebounds anymore with the zeal they were earlier.
Runner-up Rookie of the Year voting. Jamison can't get the free throw to go down. 7 of 19 in his last 5. He'll have another shot coming with 11:15 showing on the game clock. This one's perfect. 62-29. That's now 9 points for Antoine Jamison. We've got another break in the action. The Tar Heels are out in front of this one by Northern Illinois tonight, 74-73. The Red Raiders have won 21 in a row, 22 in a row. They are 29-1 on the year. New Orleans with the basketball. Carolina in the point zone. Tar Heels are 9 of 12 here in the second half. New Orleans 1 of 11, and the Privateers haven't scored in 9 minutes. Inside Douglas, layup breaks the drought. Douglas gets the second field goal of the second half for New Orleans. He's now got 11, 62-31. Calabria across the timeline against Brown on the drive down. Whips it away to Okulaja on the right side. He'll drive against Johnson. We get a whistle, and the reach-in foul is called on Johnson. Kawan Johnson, the 6'4 junior from Patterson, New Jersey, charged with his first, and that'll be the 4th team foul called against the Privateers. Carolina will huddle defensively, and the Privateers just kind of hanging around that huddle. Now the Tar Heels break out. Calabria will inbound the basketball. Holds it high, gets it into Carter along the right sideline. Now back out front to Williams. Looks to Okulaja, but goes back on the wing to Calabria. Now to Okulaja. He'll drop it off to Carter. Carter whips it quickly left side to Williams. Williams to the baseline. Fall away jump shot is no good. Long rebound collected by Brown for New Orleans. Privateers trying to run. Brown right down on the layup and scores. Corey Brown gets his first field goal, and it's 62-33. 10:25 to play. Calabria across the timeline right side. Coach Smith standing in front of the Carolina bench talking to his offense now. Calabria on the wing. Nearly had it knocked away, but recovered. Pushes it cross court now to Okulaja. Down low to Zwicker. Back out front to Carter. Carter faking it. Doesn't take the shot. Going to drive with it. Push it back to Calabria. Jump shoots the 3. No good. Zwicker with a rebound. The stick back is good. Serge Zwicker with 11. He has been in double figures 4 of his last 6 games, 18 on the year. You heard Coach Smith tell me during the pregame tonight. Worked more this week on getting the ball inside. Long outside shot for 3 by Long. The tip in down inside by Siegel is good. Siegel with the tip in, 64-35, 9:40 to play. Williams quickly front court for the Tar Heels. Right side, he'll bring it back out front. Okulaja whips a pass over to Calabria on the left side. And we get a whistle and a foul inside, and the push has been called on Douglas. Douglas called for the foul that time, pushing Vince Carter down. That's the 5th team foul against the Privateers. Only 1 has been whistled against the Tar Heels. Jamison and McGinnis are coming back. Williams went out, and Okulaja will go out. Carolina will have the ball at the baseline. 9:31 to play. Bobby Hunt, the umpire, working with Ed Hightower and Terry Anderson, had to Calabria the ball. Got it to Carter. Carter jump shot, 10 feet, no good. Rebound, Siegel inside. Took it away from Jamison. Then got it to Brown. Brown will push it front court on the left-handed dribble. Whipped it underneath the Douglas. Layup is good. Great pass off the dribble that time by Brown. Douglas with 13, and it's 64-37. 9:15 to play. Moderate pressure in the backcourt. Ball knocked away by Brown, but McGinnis goes to get it. Whipped it to Carter. Carter contained in the midcourt area. Now goes down to Jamison. Jamison will give it to Carter. Drops it off to Zwicker. Short jump shot is no good. Tapped up and in by Carter. Carter now with 7, and it's 66-37 in favor of the Tar Heels. Johnson down the left side for the Privateers. Bounce pass out front to Long. Long inside to Douglas. Feeds in the corner to Brown. Shoots the 3 from there. Ball bounce high. No good. Jamison with a rebound. Great box out of Douglas. Got it to Carter. Now it comes to McGinnis. McGinnis front court on the right side. On the wing. Now starts the drive to the baseline. Tried to dump it inside. Knocked away. Scooped up by Brown. Brown front court for the Privateers. On the drive. Bounced it to Johnson. Ball knocked away, and he held Jamison to keep him from getting the ball, and Jamison got to it anyway. Looking right in on the play was Terry Anderson. Swallowed his whistle. 8:15 left to play in the ball game. McGinnis across the timeline. McGinnis asking now for movement off the ball. Tar Heels go to a 1-4 set. The other 4 down at the baseline. Carter comes out high, takes the pass just right of the circle, puts it to Zwicker. Fall away jump shot, no good. Jamison with a rebound. Out to McGinnis. Pumps a 3. Good. 69-37. And for McGinnis, that is his 4th 3 of the night, his 3rd of this half. At the other end, New Orleans losing the ball out of bounds. Siegel kicked it out, and it will belong to Carolina. With that, Garris is coming back for New Orleans, along with Lewis Sims. Williams and Okulaja are back for Carolina, but right now,
Jamison have got 9 boards each. Carolina total rebounds, 44, 22 rebounds for UNO.
7:49 to go, 69-37, inbounded against New Orleans pressure. Calabria got it to Williams. He'll bring it front court against Garris. Coming down, the triple team is there. Williams looping it to Okulaja on the right side. Got it baseline to Calabria. Back to Williams. Now inside to Okulaja. Pushes it on the wing. Right side to Calabria. Down on the baseline to Williams. Jump shot is no good. Rebound inside. And we got a whistle and a foul called on Jamison as he knocked Johnson down on the play. Foul on Jamison will be his second, and that is the second team foul called against Carolina in the second half. Tonight's PHP Tar Heel profile salutes UNC heavyweight wrestler Justin Hardy, a junior at Carolina. Justin's president of the ACC Outreach, and PHP is a leading North Carolina managed healthcare company. We thank Justin for making North Carolina a better place to live. PHP, good part of your life. Jump shot in the lane by Tyrone Garris is good. Garris's first field goal of the second half. He's got 9. I don't believe he's been heard from since very early on. 69-39. Okulaja away to Jamison. Fumbled it, recovered in the lane, drops it Okulaja. Jump shot 12 feet. No good. We got a whistle and a push called on Garner inside. Jawan Garner with the push, and that is his fourth team foul, or his fourth personal, and the 6th team foul. This non-Sunbelt officiating tonight. And I know that the Privateers are frustrated, Mick, because they're just getting their hat handed to them tonight. But nevertheless, they're detecting a lot of pushing inside, particularly off the offensive glass.
Yeah, New Orleans has been frustrated by Antoine Jamison. They just have not been able to keep him off the glass at either end.
Shaman Williams, high lob into Jamison. Got it back to Shaman in the deep right corner. He'll dribble up the sideline. Pass Coach Smith, who's sending Vince Carter back to the scorer's table. Now to McGinnis along the right wing. McGinnis putting it to the floor, looking inside. They're constantly looking inside tonight. Calabria, Williams, now to Okulaja, to McGinnis. He put up a shot, couldn't get it to go down. Jamison followed up, and is fouled by Johnson, and Johnson immediately goes to shake Jamison's hand to make sure there was no animosity on that foul. The foul on Kwan Johnson is his second, 7th team foul, so the Tar Heels are in the bonus now for the final 6 minutes and 39 seconds.
Antoine has got the balance of a farmhouse cat. He can jump sideways. He can jump straight up. And with his hands are so sticky. If he can touch, it's like the Oakland, if he can touch the ball, then he'll grab it.
Jamison with 9, misses the first free throw. Another one coming. 1 for 3 on the night, and this one is perfect. It's amazing. He's missing the first one most of the time, and then the second one is just, it's perfect. It doesn't even nick any rim when it goes through. He's got his 26th double-figure scoring game of the year, and he's been taken out of the lineup now. Back in for the Tar Heels is Vince Carter, 70-39.
Double-double for Antoine tonight.
Jamison now with, well, a double-double for Jeff McGinnis, too. He's got 10 assists, I believe they're showing us. And we get a whistle and a foul called on Carolina, and the foul is going to be on Okulaja, and it will be his second, and that's the 3rd team foul. So a double-double for Antoine Jamison tonight, his 13th of the year, 10 points, 10 rebounds, and for Jeff McGinnis, 10 assists to go along with his 20 points in the game.
McGinnis has played like a true. I mean, this has been a point guard-like game for Jeff McGinnis. He is driven. He has pitched. He's passed to almost every different player that's been in the game. It's not just like McGinnis, passing to the big people. Jeff has fed everyone.
Quan Johnson's free throw is good at 70-40. He'll have another one coming. He is normally the defensive stopper for the Privateers. He made them both. His quickness allows him to defend smaller players. He's such an excellent jumper that he can also defend taller players. But tonight, there hasn't been much defense for the Tar Heels, against the Tar Heels. 70-41, 6:15 to play. McGinnis out front on the right side against Brown. Now he'll drop it off to Calabria, pushes it to Williams. Williams works against Tyrone Garris. Now Williams tried to give it to McGinnis, stolen by Johnson. Johnson in for the driving dunk, and it's 70-43. Kawan Johnson with his first field goal. He's got 4, 70-43. 5:50 to go. Calabria, the jump pass to McGinnis. Sims was there, got it to Zwicker. Two-handed stuff. McGinnis, just as soon as he caught that ball, must have known that Zwicker was wide open because he made a quick pass to him for his 13th point. Garris for 3, and it's good. 72-46. Tyrone Garris with his second three. 5.5 minutes to play. McGinnis still in the backcourt against Corey Brown. Now gets it across the timeline. The double team is coming with Douglas. High post pass to Carter. Carter with a short jump shot. Oh, that was short, but he got hit in the face by Sims. Picked out of the air by Garris. Garris will bring it front court. He pushes it away now to Brown. Brown on the left side. Dick Price down on one knee, watching his offense operate right in front of him. To Douglas. Long jump shot over the top of Zwicker's hand. Ball knocked to the sideline. McGinnis runs it down for the Tar Heels right in front of the New Orleans bench. Brings it front court, right side. Zwicker calling for it. McGinnis couldn't get it to him. Got it to Williams. Williams will bring it up the sideline. Reset it back out front with 4:45 to go. He'll give it to Calabria. Coming to get it with Johnson on him. Down inside to Zwicker. Rolls to the lane. Puts up the soft shot. No good. Front of the rim. Rebounded by Sims. Tar Heels can't buy one right now. Garris, top of the circle. To Sims. He looked off Johnson on the left wing. Gives it instead back out front to Brown. McGinnis knocked down. They got it to Garris. Garris trying to drive. Pulls up, shoots over Williams, and it's good. 72-48. Tyrone Garris. 7 here in the second half. 14 for the game. McGinnis double teamed in the backcourt. Going to take a timeout, and it's a 20. Coach Smith wants to talk to his team in front of the Tar Heel bench. Everybody will huddle around. 4:15 remaining to be played in the ball game. And if you're hearing us tonight in the Raleigh-Durham area in the Triangle, you're listening on WTRG, Oldies 100.7.
The Exxon academic profile for tonight is Angie Gill, senior outfielder on the Carolina women's softball team. Been elected to the ACC Academic Honor Roll for the second consecutive year, and Angie's majoring in sports science. Exxon congratulates Angie Gill and all Tar Heel students who have demonstrated academic excellence.
And we tell you every broadcast, and it still holds true, that sports play a big role in college living and at Granville Towers. Granville's athletic facilities include full-court basketball, swimming pool, and a fully equipped Nautilus room. And when the Heels are in action, residents watch on one of Granville's big screen TVs. When choosing a place to live at Carolina, remember Granville Towers. Stay with Granville and your rent never increases. Carolina's going to have the ball along the near sideline. Dante Calabria and Ed Hightower having a brief exchange. As everybody gets set, Calabria will inbound it against New Orleans pressure backcourt. 4:15 to go. Carolina leading by 24. Carter double team, got it to McGinnis. McGinnis right side. Will give it in the corner to Okilaja. Back out front it comes to McGinnis. Jameson's at the table waiting to get in. Next dead ball. McGinnis against Brown. Now puts it to the floor. Indicates four-corner offense. McGinnis trying to work on Brown now. Backing him in. Right of the circle. Now McGinnis on the drive. Right down the lane. Tried to scoop it to Okilaja. Ball got away out of bounds. Adi thought it was touched last by Douglas, but umpire Terry Anderson says no, sir. So it'll belong to New Orleans, and Carter goes out. Jameson
and 99 cents.
And it'll be Carolina against Texas Tech on Sunday. The Red Raiders of Coach Jim Dickey are 29-1. They won earlier tonight by 1 over Northern Illinois. They have won 22 in a row, and 10 of those victories have been in games decided by 6 points or less. They beat Texas 3 times. More about that later. Ball knocked away Okilaja on the bounce pass as Johnson tried to get it to Sims along the left baseline. 72-48, 3:32 remaining to be played.
Dick Price has got a superstition. Before every game, he irons his own shirt. The events of tonight may cause him to rethink that a little bit.
Inbounds pass from Brown. Got it to Sims. Sims is free underneath and scores off the glass. The NC State transfer now with 13 points, and it's 72-50. 3:25 to go. McGinnis across the timeline. Pressure still being applied by the Privateers. They're trying to make the final score at least be respectable. McGinnis, right side, keeping the dribble alive. Brown putting his hands on him, and then Brown gets called for a block. And the foul on Corey Brown, the sophomore and only non-junior college performer on the roster for New Orleans. That's his first 8th team foul.
The officials have done a pretty good job tonight cleaning up the rough post play, and they've watched the hand checking. It's twice been called now on UNO, and from our vantage point right here on the front row court side, we can see that indeed the Privateers have been guilty of that.
Free throw is up and good by McGinnis, who has his 4th double-double of the year and his 11th 20-point game. And Mick, this is 3 games in a row now that the junior guard from Charlotte has scored 20 or more points. 73-50, make it 74-50. 3:10 left to play. Across the timeline comes Brown for New Orleans. Dick Price, his assistant Chip Sims, standing watching the Privateers. Garris on the right side against Calabria. Underhands it to Brown. Brown in the midcourt area against McGinnis. 2:55 to go. Boy, the reserves are hoping it'll get safe pretty soon so they can get in. Charlie McNary, some of those guys. Here's, is that Douglas? Yes, Douglas off the left baseline. James Douglas. He's got 15, and it's 74-52. Carolina working against the pressure. They're trying to trap Okalaja backcourt. He got it to Jamison, tapped it away to McInnes, and got knocked down on the play by Douglas.
I would think that about now be time to get the reserves up, start getting people like Antoine and Touche and Dante out of there. See Antoine hit the floor hard, and you start thinking, playing again on Saturday or Sunday rather, sure don't need to have Antoine Jamison hurt in the late moments of a blowout.
That's the ninth team foul. Antoine will go to the line. 10 points on the night to go along with his 10 rebounds, his 13th double-double of the year. 74-52. Missed the first one. Run down by Calabria. Right wing. Gets it back out front to McGinnis. Now to Calabria. Now in the corner to Zwicker. Gets it right back to Calabria. McGinnis moving out front. Calabria on the dribble. Will come left side. Johnson reaching around him. Tried to knock it away. Got it to Okalaja. Now to McGinnis. Took a look to see where that timeline was. He didn't want to have an over and back called on him. 2:10 to go. And now Charlie McNary, Vince Carter, Shammond Williams, Ed Geff up off the bench. They'll report to the table. Here's McGinnis for an outside three that is good. I mean, that was about 3 steps behind the arc.
McGinnis saw the reserves on the corner of his eye, said, well, my time is limited. I'm going to make the most of it.
That is his 5th three-pointer of the night, 4th of this half. Jump shot from the corner is good by Corey Brown. His second field goal, 77-54 with 1:40 to go. McGinnis from Okalaja backcourt, double teamed in the backcourt. Whistle, offensive foul called on McGinnis. And that will be his first. And with that, the reserves are coming in.
That's remarkable for Geff to play as long and as well as he did tonight and is under control with the quick hands and the quick feet and the aggressiveness of UNO and only commit 1 personal foul.
He will leave with 25 points and 11 assists, 8 of 15 shooting on the night. He made 5 of 9 three-pointers, 77-54. That, by the way, was only the 4th team foul to be called against Carolina in the second half. Jump shot, left baseline, no good. They crashed the boards. Finally, rebound. Bad block by Carter. The ball was picked up by Joe Chavis, the senior from Franklin, North Carolina. Looked like he had an easy layup, and suddenly Carter puts it into media row. 77-54. Garris spinning on Shammond Williams, and the shot's up. Good, and he gets the foul from Shammond Williams. Basket by Garris is his 16th point of the night, and the foul on Shammond Williams is his first 5th team foul called against Carolina. If you're listening in the New Bern area, you're hearing us on the Bear, WNBR 94.1 FM, and in Hatteras on WNHW 92.5 FM. Calabria going out of the lineup now, and David Neal has come in to replace him.
Garris at the foul line's got a 4-year-old son in Philadelphia, but it's awfully late. I doubt his son is still up.
He's become the first privateer, Mick, to get 400 points, 100 rebounds, and 100 assists in his career. He matriculated at Allen Hancock Junior College before, that was in California, before coming to New Orleans. And he converts the three-point play at 77-57. And now Tick Price is clearing his bench. He wants all of his players to have a chance to be on the floor against the Tar Heels. McNary will bring it front court, pushes it away to Geff. Geff had a notion, didn't pull the trigger. Out front to Carter. Now to Neal. In the corner to McNary. McNary will give it to Williams. Out front to Neal. Now it comes to Carter. 1 minute to play in the ball game. Carter will push it right back to Neal. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Got it to Shammond Williams. Drives down the lane. Tried to lay it up. We got a whistle and a foul. Shammond was losing his balance, but Carter caught him before he hit the deck. The foul's been called on James Douglas. James looks like a linebacker. He's 6'5", 230, or either inside or outside. And boy, when he fouls you, he fouls you.
He's a Doberman on the glass, one of their best rebounders. Woody, Georgia Tech has won. They beat the Austin Peay Governors 90-79, the final score.
So the ACC, after starting 0-3, has brought its NCAA tournament record to 3-3. Williams' free throw is good at 78-57. The ACC hasn't had a losing record in the NCAA tournament since 1987, when the league was 5-6. Next free throw is good, 79-57. Don't forget, we'll be in the media room right after the game to hear from both head coaches. Following the NCAA format, we'll probably get Tick Price and the Privateers first. I don't think it'll take them long to talk about this one. And then Coach Smith and a couple of the Tar Heels, Calabria and Zwicker. Spinning jump shot is good by Lewis Sims. He's got 15, 79-59. Inbounded to Neal, double team, got it to Carter. Carter trying to dribble the ball front court. Sims reaching around, trying to knock it away. Looping it to Neal. Neal outside the arc. Crowd wanted him to put the three up, but David chose not to do so. Here go to McNair. We got a whistle. And there was a timeout taken by the Tar Heels. Coach Smith says he wants to play, but he wants to put Ryan Sullivan, Clyde Lynn, and Webb Tyndall into the game for the final 24.7 seconds. And I think we're going to take an official timeout.
Not if Coach Smith can help it.
Well, referee Ed Hightower pointed toward the table as if it would be an official time. 2 in the Southwest Conference tournament in Dallas. Of course, Carolina lost to Texas by 2 in late December down in Austin. Ryan Sullivan inbounds the ball to Webb Tyndall. Final 25 seconds. Let's see if the reserves can get off a shot. Charlie McNary down the lane. The layup is good. Charlie McNary scores for the Tar Heels. 81-59, 16-15. Off it goes. Long outside shot by Long for a three. Oh, boy. Sean Long from right along the right wing. 81-62, 11-10. McNary feeds Camp. Scores. Oh, 83-62. Inbound play. Stolen by Clyde Lynn, but he couldn't save it from going out of bounds. Clock stop with 5 seconds left. Ed Geff getting the dunk for the Tar Heels. 83-62, a 21-point Carolina lead. Inbounded to right. 5 seconds left. Gets it across the timeline. Takes the jump shot. And there goes the horn. He missed it. And the follow inside was no good by Long. So the ball game is over. Carolina down 10 points in the first 3 minutes. Then came back to just, well, to play some of the most outstanding basketball the Tar Heels have played since midseason. Nick and I were talking during one of the breaks tonight. May have been the best basketball Carolina has played since the second half of the Wake Forest game in Chapel Hill, when the Tar Heels rallied from an 18-point deficit to win the game, because not only in that half was the offense great, but the defense was outstanding. And tonight, the defense for the Tar Heels just terrific, as Carolina will shoot about 47% for the game, while New Orleans will be limited to 42%. So New Orleans' season is over at 21-9. They have their 9-game win streak snapped, but at 21-10, the Tar Heels move on to the second round of the 1996 NCAA tournament.